fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Yeah. The world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Rally Radio, we are in the building. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention, man. We was out of here last week. We couldn't make it in last week. We had a couple of technical difficulties, you'll say. But we are here. You already know what it is. The bearded one here.
S.I. Sean, baby. Let's do it.
And y'all know how we get down. And today we are talking about it. We are the affordable, fun sports cars.
Ooh.
Shout to everybody tuned in, paying attention. We are, shout to my guy. He's in already. Draco, what it is.
Let's
it
go.
was rolling, twisted my back, taking up the bumper.
Damn.
Yo, chill, kid. Yeah,
Yeah,
first
son.
one. Yeah, that's a fact. He's first, and he's first up too. Shout to Draco, man.
Jeez.
Got a chance to chill with Draco for a little minute when we saw that understeer the other day.
Son, damn, man.
They was bricking out there, but shout to Draco, man. They was wild.
It was crazy.
How did he? So for those that don't know, what really happened was we was out there. We had a little late night drive. Draco, we put it out there on the page. If you're not a member of the page, don't forget you can be. All you got to do. All you have to do is send the request to Gutterball Rally the community. That's a lot of places where we put out a lot of information.
100%.
But we was having a late night drive, so he wanted to meet up. Draco came out.
Yeah.
So when Draco came out, we saw it was some guy that was over the median.
It was
over the parking median.
What was it like? It was like a 09 Kia. What was that? Kia Sorento? No, Sonata.
A Hyundai Elantra.
No, it was a Hyundai.
So I was tapped out after that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We don't care.
Yeah.
But it was hilarious. He parked over the thing and couldn't get his car.
Yo, son, like, but the crazy part was though, like how far. Better yet, it was in the half of the car. Like he just kept going. Like
the car was seesawing.
Yeah.
By the time he got there, the car was so over the thing, it was seesawing. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yo, that definitely is wild. Because when the tow truck came into the spot, we looking like, yo, who is looking for? Like,
not for nothing, that tow truck driver saved his car. But
yo, with skills though, mad skills doing that though.
Super duper skills, kid. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down, man.
Let's go.
I know y'all wasn't even expecting us to be on. We didn't get a chance to really, really put this show out here. But this show actually, what we're going to talk about today is going to be pretty interesting. And especially for those car guys, automotive people. You know what I mean? Where are the affordable and fun sports cars?
Going in the win.
I'm telling you.
Going in the win, son.
Going in the win.
Yeah. But yeah, it's definitely going to those days though, son. It's like, it seems like it's getting more, dimmer and dimmer for those.
You're
days.
getting robbed. You go there to get, you like, you know what, man? If you have $5,000 right now, you wanted a project car.
Yeah.
You got to get a car that's beat to hell.
Yo.
You're not going to get a car that's driving.
Nah.
And for $5,000.
Nah, it's tough. It's super tough out there, son.
Shout out to Draco. He said it's in my garage. In other words, I got it already. Yeah.
Yeah. It's either that or it's like,
or you don't have anything.
I don't know. Good luck.
Good luck with that.
Good luck, especially with, like you said, affordable. Like,
that's the main.
Like, come on.
That's the main caveat right there. Got to be affordable.
That's the kicker, son.
Got to be affordable. And that's where you really got to say to yourself, like, yo, there really isn't any out here. And that's why we talking about it. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. If you tuned in, don't forget, drop your name in the comments so we can shout you out. We appreciate y'all, man. Let's go.
Damn. Let's do it, son.
But it's really like that. It's really like that. So just gotta, think about it for a minute. He said, get your dream whip from back in high school and build it. That's exactly where we going today.
Yeah, good luck finding it, though.
Word. And how much is it?
That's what I'm saying. How much is that dream whip?
Oh, we got a call already. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Rally Radio, who we got in the box?
Man, just a man looking for an affordable, fun sports car.
That's
Can't
it.
find it.
Yo, Phil, what
That's
it is?
What's going on?
Popping?
Uh,
You feel the same
you know
way?
what it is, man?
What's going on?
Here's what happened to all the affordable, fun sports cars.
Let's go.
They all got junked.
Damn.
He's right. Cash for clunkers.
Cash for clunkers.
He's right.
Damn, son, he is.
Destroyed it. It gutted the used car market. So, therefore, the new cars, there's a shortage now because you can't go buy a $3,000 Miata in great condition anymore.
Nah, see, that's what we're
can't-
saying. Come on, Phil, let's go.
Let's go, Phil.
You can't do that anymore. You see, here's the thing now. On top of the fact that society is moving towards a more crossover, bland-centric type of vehicle that, again, let's face it, that's what everybody wants.
Facts.
And that's what's selling. People just care less and less about driving these days. So because people care less and less about driving, the automakers they can't even blame it on the automakers because the automakers are really building what will sell. Because let's face it, it's a business. They're here to make money. It is what it is.
Yeah,
He got a point.
And I'm saying I mean, you get a couple of automakers that have certain passion projects. You know what I'm saying? And big ups to them for that. But for the most part, it's a business and they're here to make money. If everybody decided that they wanted a sports car tomorrow and the sales numbers reflected as such, guess what every car company would start manufacturing.
You're right. You're right.
So it's as I said, man, it's just society's moving away from the car. Or trying, let me rephrase that. Society's trying to move away from the car. You know what? Let me rephrase that too. The government is trying to push society to move away from the car as a main mode of transportation simply because they want us more dependent on them. They want to keep people in certain areas. They want to keep themselves. They want to take away options from a lot of people. That's what I've noticed. They want to keep certain people in certain neighborhoods. That's why they say, oh, you don't need a car, take public transportation. Well, if I live in Brooklyn and work in Queens and have to take public transportation, it's going to take me 2.5 hours to get to work every day.
Or you live in a place where there's none.
Yeah.
You live in a place where
you can't live. You can't. So my fault. Sorry to cut you off. But even what y'all do, you can't live in Long Island and work in downtown Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna happen. You're gonna be a slave to the train. You're gonna be a slave to staying local. So they want you, and that's why a lot of people when they say, "Oh, why don't people just bike or take public transportation?" And you notice all of those people usually live and work in Manhattan. Nobody in the borough says that stupid-ish.
Woo!
All these people live and work in Manhattan where there's a train station on every corner, where there's a grocery store on every corner, where they can live, work, and parlay, and they can live, work, and socialize within a mile of their house.
Damn.
Unfortunately for the rest of us, it's not like that.
He is preaching.
But
they're
pushing that narrative, as I said, to keep people contained. Because now when you keep people contained, you have more control over them. And let's face it, the government wants more control over everyone.
Yo, hold on, that's the 8
now,
back?
what I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside of work. And I'm saying that way the sniper red dot can get off of the back of my head right now because I've said too much.
Yo, son. Yo, I gotta say something though. Yo, first off, right? That was about as honest as an answer I think we gonna get today.
Nah, for real, son.
If anybody could top that, we want y'all to call in because not for nothing, I believe the mode to get rid of cars like that, legends, started with Cash for Clunkers.
Bam.
People had old RX-7s that was sitting around. Yo, this car ain't gonna be worth nothing. This is bang, got rid of it. You be shocked how many of those cars ended up in them lots and they turned them back into aluminum.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The ones that was worth something, absolutely.
Wow. That right there is a reality check.
Nah, it truly is though.
And not for nothing now, the affordable, the cars we deemed affordable. I'll give you a prime example, kid.
Mm-hmm.
When I first bought my red CRX, it was $1,400.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
I bought the red CRX. I had it for years. Right?
Mhm.
You still could go get another CRX for $1,000. That's why dudes was drag racing them all the time. You would see them gut them, put big motors in them, drag them, and then crash them, and they didn't care. I get another one, right or wrong.
100%.
So now, I believe with Cash for Clunkers, a lot of that stuff went away. They was getting rid of all them cars. And when I went to go buy the black CRX that I got now, I had to go all the way to North Carolina to get a good deal.
Damn, that is true, son. That's true. Son.
I was able to get that car for $2,000. And I was like, it's going to cost me $1,000 to go down there and get it. Because I had to spend on the U-Haul, gas, all of that. But it was worth it.
Yep.
And now the condition that CRX is in, no rust, no dents, just needs a little bit of work, but it runs too.
Yeah.
That car right now will probably net $5,000. And you like $5,000 for a CRX?
Probably more.
Probably more.
With no rust?
Yeah.
With no rust.
I've seen CRXs with CRX shells with no rust going for $5,000, much less a running driving car.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Come on, B.
And this is why I say at the end of the day, there are no more affordable, fun sports cars. But what we wanted to do today, we wanted to cruise through the little Facebook marketplace.
Yeah.
And we're going to see what we could come up with right here live on the show.
Damn.
Because we're going to show the difference between how it used to be versus how it is now. Think of like Phil, you drive about it, might I add, Mustang. We heard it,
and we heard it just now. It was sounding pretty good.
Yo, that joint is right now because of the way the V8 is going. We all know the V8 is being put out the pasture. Yo, that car, just because it has that V8 in its manual, is probably worth almost double, adding in the work you did to it as well.
Of course.
Yeah, I agree, son.
And because of that, a lot of the people now, they're not enthusiasts that have these cars now. They looking to flip it and hustle you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And this is why I hate it right now. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. What's going on, my dude? He said, what's good? We in here. What's popping? We are asking about the affordable fun sports cars. Phil, if I gave you $5,000 right now, matter of fact, we can even go $10,000.
Yeah.
If I gave you $10,000, what do you think you'd be able to buy affordable that's fun and sporty?
As soon as you get it.
$10,000.
As soon as you get it, no work.
Affordable, fun, and sporty.
As soon as
Does
you
it
get
have to be a sports car in the traditional sense, or just something sporty?
It could be something sporty.
Okay,
because you know at the end of the day, you know we into the sporty and sports cars.
Yeah,
right? You know what I mean.
Okay.
So sporty wise, for $10,000.
$10,000.
Off the top of your head, what you think?
See, top of my head, first thing that comes to mind, most horsepower per dollar that I'd be allowed to, that I messing around with mods. Volkswagen GTI, bro.
What year?
Mark 6.
Oof. Okay.
So that's probably 2010, 2011, 2012-ish.
In great condition or mid condition?
Decent condition, a little bit of miles, maybe a little under, probably a little under 100K.
Right. Shout to Aaron. Shout to Aaron. Blessings to you too, kid. Shout to Aaron. So you would say for $10,000 you could get that, right?
Yeah.
Now we just found out that Volkswagen is officially killing the GTI next year, right? And on top of that, they turning it electric. For those that don't,
they are.
So now, what do you think the price of that car will be next year?
Oh, next year? That's gonna be a $15,000 car easily.
And there we go.
Easily.
They're killing off a lot of legends. And the ones that are left are going. There's no more affordable, fun sports cars. Shout to Marlon. He said the Mini Cooper S. That's a fact, though. I've actually seen the minis, and I'm like, you know what, man? A road trip probably won't be as bad in that.
All right. So, like Phil,
believe it or not, they got a lot of space.
They do.
That's
car
true.
Well, car that size, they got a lot of space.
But wait though, I'm about to spin it on y'all though.
Let's go.
So Phil says the Mark 6 GTR. Marlon
Mhm.
says the Mini Cooper. Ask him on when you get a chance. Okay, you say those are affordable.
He's probably
fun-
thinking off 56, the turbocharged one.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
of course.
That's,
I
that's
hope.
the best one.
All right,
Yeah.
now fun, sporty. Now what it takes to upkeep the car, because that plays a part to fun, sporty, affordable sports car. Or you know what I'm saying? It plays a part to that.
So here we go. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He gave me about 7 cars.
Okay.
The 350Z, RX-8,
Okay.
Infinity
Yeah.
G35 Coupe, Mazda
Yeah.
Speed 3 and 6, BMW 335 and 54, Acura RSX. There are still a few cats out there. Now, shout to Marlon. He did say all 56 version of the Mini. But here we go. Now, Zoom for Zoom, we're going to dissect this a little bit.
Yeah.
So you would say 10 grand for a 350Z, and I would tell you it's beat to crap.
100%.
They done lowered
100%.
it. They done scraped it.
Let's see.
And now what they doing, they putting the stock suspension back on and they're going to sell it back to you. Do you agree with me, Phil?
Former drift car.
Former drift car.
100%.
Right? And
So
not
now
to,
for 10,000 these days, the 350Z market, I've been keeping an eye on the 350Z market myself,
Okay.
and I gotta say,
Yeah.
the amount of money that people is asking for some of these cars, man,
it's out of control.
I'm talking salvage title,
This is what I'm saying.
2004
Mm-hmm.
salvage title, 180,000 miles,
Uh-huh.
smoking, because they put it in the description.
Fact.
Yeah.
Smoking. The interior somehow got scratches on the dashboard.
How?
I don't know.
Huh.
The interior somehow got scratches on the dashboard, and I look at the price. A man had the nerve to say $8,000.
He was dead serious.
Like $8,000 for what?
This is what I'm saying.
Look you in your face like he's giving you a deal. Yo, 8,000. What you think of that?
This is what I'm saying. So I had to take a look, right? We got a 06 350Z
Let's go.
auto,
Okay.
with nearly 200,000 on it for 5,500.
You gotta be.
Are you joking?
Can I get the laugh, please?
Who's copping?
And that's what he means. Shout to Zoom for
And
Zoom.
That's a auto.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody knows that the auto 350Z don't bring nearly as much as the manual. It's the auto.
That's what I'm saying, son.
That should be a $1,200 car.
That's what I'm saying. 3,500. You feeling generous, son? You want 55?
But shout to Zoom for Zoom.
5,500.
Because Zoom for Zoom did give us some contenders.
Okay.
He did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
He did. He gave us
And
some
that list,
contenders.
that's a solid list.
That's a solid list. So first off, shout to him. That's actually I'm actually like, damn, you know.
Okay.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. So RX-8 now.
Hold on. Phil probably know this one. Yo, what year the first Mazda Speed 3 came out?
07.
07.
And how much?
I'll tell you right now.
Tell what we got.
Yo.
Okay, the thing about the Mazda Speed market is it's going to be all over the place
Right.
because you're going to have a couple of people that don't know what the car's worth,
Mm-hmm.
coupled with a lot of people that are dreaming about what the car's worth,
Yeah.
and a whole lot of non-runners in between.
Let's go. That's a fact.
But pull it up. Let's see what the Mazda Speed market is talking.
So I got a 08 one right here, right? With 55,000
Okay.
miles for 15 grand.
Wow.
You see, that's not even that bad because it's got 55,000 miles on it. That's a survival.
Hold on, I'm lying. This ain't even a Speed 3. This is a regular Mazda Speed 3, son. Not even that. Just regular Mazda 3. Regular one.
Not the speed.
Not even a Speed
For
joint.
15 grand?
15 grand.
Son, this is what I'm saying.
So this is what I'm saying. Shout to Zoom for Zoom because he gave us a baseline to go with. And
15
actually
grand.
This is what I'm trying to tell you,
15 grand
son.
can get you a newer Mazda 3.
exactly.
But 15 grand can get you a 5-year-old Mazda 3 with less than 100K on it.
Wow.
This is what I'm trying
Maybe
to tell
about
you,
maybe
son.
like 60 or 70K on it. 15K can get you that.
So
My
even
man said 15,000 for an 08
Yo, son.
just because
That's
it's got
it, son.
55,000 on it. He
So-
swindled some old lady out of her car and it's trying to make a come up.
Yo, all right, cool. You're 100% right, Phil. What about the RSX, right? Got an 03 Type S. 63,000 miles on it for 20 grand. Are you kidding me, son? What?
Yo, they wild.
This is what I'm saying. A fun, affordable, sporty sports cars are where, son.
And
See, because you know what's funny too? Look up the price of the 8th gen Civic Si. That's another car that I've specifically stayed away from in terms of naming it for the list.
Okay.
Because dudes is dreaming
about
look
that.
for 06 to 2011 Civic Si.
How much? What'd you say? 06 to
06 to 2011.
06 to 2011 8th gen.
Yo, wait a minute. My homeboy at my job, shout to my guy Mace.
Let's go.
His son bought the new SI, the 2023 SI.
Photo joint.
And he had a 2000 and I believe it was a 2009 SI.
Yeah.
And he and my homeboy, it's his son. My homeboy just say, all right, that's me, I'm taking it. And I was looking at him like, yo, you realize the kind of goal you sitting on right now, though? And now we about to point it out.
Son.
Yes, sir.
What we got for those numbers?
Yo, I got it for 07 right here with 170 on it for 7 grand.
God.
For 7 grand with 170 on it.
170.
For 7 grand, son.
170.
With 170,000 miles.
Come on, son.
That is going around the earth.
Yo.
2, 10,
this is what I'm saying.
3, 4, 5. It's going around the earth about 6 times, bro. The entire circumference of the earth.
Yo,
starting in New York and ending in New York about 6 times, bro.
Come on, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, yo,
this is what I'm saying. So now it just really reiterates what we're saying. So what marketplace Sean looking at? I just saw 08 MS3 or Mod Speed 3 with 80K for 7K. So zoom for zoom, right? Like I said, it's just a good baseline list that you gave us.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Facebook Marketplace, but not to knock zoom for zoom's list.
Yeah.
It just gives us something we could go on because I believe personally that Infinity G35 coupe.
Yeah.
If we're talking a 2003, 4, like the very first models with the twin intakes, even those could be pricey.
With the good brakes on it,
right? With the good brakes,
with the Brembo package.
Yeah, that could be.
Don't
pricey.
let it have the Brembo package.
So, and the BMW 335 is going to be beat up.
So it's going to be beat up, son. That's just going to be finished, bro.
So, with that being said, first off, like I said, shout to Zoom for Zoom,
100%,
because I feel like you put together a great list, and I know you probably did it on the fly. But it just gives us a baseline, and the more you start looking at these cars, and he said, what marketplace? He said we just saw 08 Mod Speed 3 with 80,000 miles. See, my thing is right.
See, here's the thing.
Go ahead, Phil.
Oh, go on.
No, please.
No, I was gonna say the thing about, as I said, there's gonna be some people that have the car reasonably priced because that's a decent price for the car.
Yes.
08 Mazda Speed 3 with that amount of miles on it. I mean, you kind of got to look at it because a lot of them say that the car got 80,000 miles. You get in the car, it's got a $175 on it.
That's a fact.
And then you look at the dude, it was like, well, it's 80,000 on the motor.
Oh my!
But the chassis, the chassis got a $170 on.
Nah, 100%, 100%.
That's a fact.
Which I mean, it is what it is. $8,000 for that is, again, a reasonable. It's a fairly reasonable price. But then now you have somebody looking at a 2006 Mazda Speed 6.
You got to fix it
with the same 80,000 miles on it, and they want 20.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'll say this, right?
Yeah.
I'll say this. Like for instance, I'm gonna go with that G35 because I've always wanted one.
Son,
manual, of course. I always wanted one. I like those cars.
Yeah.
When they first came out, I wanted one. Right? But with that Infinity G35 coupe, and this is going to be Facebook Marketplace that we're looking at right here, right? First off, I found some G37 wheels that I'm just messaging this guy because I'm gonna need some I'm gonna need some winter kick arounds for the M35 that fit over the big brakes, right? But I'm gonna save that. But looking into let's say a 2003. And matter of fact, shout to Sales because he has one.
Yeah.
2003 Infinity G35 Coupe. Let's see what it looked like. Now, okay. Listen, look at this, right?
Okay.
We got a 2003 Infinity G35 Coupe, right? Front bumper is gone.
Yeah.
No lie. Front bumper, S.I. Sean's looking at it, he's proving it.
Yeah.
Front bumper is gone. Front seat is trashed. It is manual.
Okay.
And they want $3,000. I mean, the front seat look like it's an insurance job almost. It's like it looked like they let a raccoon loose and it ripped all the, but he said it was my project drift car and I don't have time. The VDC slip light is on. E-brakes need to be tightened. Has some rust. Need front bumper. Rear brake pads. Has sub but needs wiring. Needs passenger airbag.
Yeah.
Has a Fujita intake. I swear to God, this is what's on this thing. I'm not making this up. If you get a chance and you look up that thing, right? He says clutch is basically brand new. Spec D headlights, Brembo calipers, brand new battery, runs and drives, clean title, 3,400 a best offer. And this is what I mean. So that is crazy.
That's definitely wild. So I went to go look for a 335, right?
Yes.
I scrolled down maybe like 2 thumb swipes, right? We got a 07 4-door automatic for 3,500, but it needs all the work, son.
All the work. Shout to
all
Zoom.
The works, huh?
Shout to Zoom for Zoom because he has given us some real contenders.
He did. But again, it goes back to you get it. What do you got to do to even enjoy it?
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, this G35 is not roadworthy. But don't get it twisted. That's not the only one. I just picked. That was the first one I picked. Right? There is.
It needs some work.
It definitely needs work. They got one for 2,500 or 2,000. Now this is what I'm talking about. Says I'm selling the Infinity Coupe because I no longer use it. I haven't been driving the car. Has a check engine light on the car. Runs and drives, but turns off after a while. He said he just changed the brakes, rotors, control arms, board joints, and has an oil change. The car comes with adjustable coilovers. It has Vossen wheels. Said the price is negotiable. It is 165,000 miles, and it's order.
Damn.
So we closed the door on that one. No, we don't want that. But this is a baseline. Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
This is one of those shows where it's gonna be like, we looking at some things now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, in your opinion, $10,000 is any of the cars that Zoom for Zoom named something you would choose? Because I got a couple
personally.
The
10,000.
Right.
Affordable.
I really do got to think for RSXs, but would I spend 10,000 on an RSX? Probably not.
God. It's like it's hard to do that,
huh?
Yeah, affordable. Like
it's hard to do that.
As for Mazda Steeds, I ain't buying another one of those. I have my time with those. That's a personal decision. Me personally.
You didn't have good luck with that one, huh, Phil? Like, nah, we don't like that.
The first, okay, I had 2 of them. The first one was outstanding. The second one was a bucket. So I basically fixed everything that was wrong with it and got rid of it as fast as possible.
Damn,
that's crazy.
I fixed it and ditched it. Whew, that hurt.
Hey, at least I fixed it.
Yeah, right.
No, but you know why it hurt? Because it's like, damn, man, like, and it's like you made it great. It's like Wheel of Dealers.
100%.
Yeah, pretty much. The RX-8. My problem with the RX-8 is
the engine.
I would want a refreshed one,
right?
Which is one of the later model ones where they fixed all of the problems.
Yeah, good luck with $10,000 with that.
But the problem with that is, one, they're extremely rare because nobody bought the car at that time.
It's true.
And 2, they want a whole lot of money for them because they're extremely rare.
You got a point. Shout to Zoom for
so
Zoom. Once again,
10,000 won't even cover a second a refreshed RX-8.
Yeah. And I think that's
I can get a first one. I get a first gen one all day, but it's probably going to need a motor.
Exactly.
Or if it doesn't need a motor, it's going to be a lot of money, and it's just like.
And I think that's what we got to reiterate too. Like, if you do get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do get a car like for 10 grand, it has to work.
This is what I mean.
Because that's a lot of money to be sitting on your garage on stilts. Even though it's gonna be
exactly.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of money. Shout to Zoom for Zoom.
10,000 is a lot of money for a paperweight that 100%. I'm gonna have to put work into.
100%.
I'm spending that kind of money. As I said, call me outdated. Maybe I'm not with the times or whatever. But if I'm spending 10 bands on a car, that joint got to be tip top and ready to go.
Yo, son, I feel the same way.
Decent chunk of change.
Feel the same way.
And I think that's where you know, now we starting to see, like, look at what they got us choosing from versus what we want.
Damn. Got a point.
Exactly.
Huh? Think about it. SI want you want the 1980 87
I will go to 92.
87 to 92 Toyota Supra.
Yeah.
Look at the prices on that.
This is what I'm saying, son.
That is and that's how we baseline it. It's like that
car gets you a whole project.
10 grand to get you a whole project with the seats missing, no engine, or the transmission is missing. Especially the transmission.
10 grand ready to go. Oh, that's tough.
Especially that R154 transmission.
Forget about it.
154.
Forget about it, son.
You is not. They gonna be like 10 grand with no transmission. Oh my God! And you don't know till you in high boots. You don't go nowhere. This is what I'm saying. So we're gonna continue on with it. Yo, Phil, we appreciate 100%. You for calling in. Thanks you for giving us your insight and 100%. Your answer, because now that's kind of where we was going with it, and I love it because he was like on it. So, yo, Phil, give us a holler back. We're gonna jump into the rest of the show.
Factory.
You already know what it is, man. We appreciate you 1,000%.
All day.
All right, kid. Peace. Later.
One.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom.
100%.
He said, but the budget is 10K. You don't have to spend 10K. But look at it this way. In this day and age, you couldn't buy an effed up shell. Exactly. And not for nothing, Zoom for Zoom. That's exactly what we saying. That's exactly what we saying.
That is like, that's the thing. So what could you get that's affordable, fun, sporty sports car?
Right. And it's like
ready to go.
If you spend 10 grand, right? Or let's say you spend 7 grand and it's 3,000 to get it moving. It's like, is that still a trade-off for you?
The goal is to get it and have it ready to go.
Yes.
That's the whole entire goal, right? It's not get it, do this to it, now it's ready. No, get it going as it is, jump into it, and you're ready to have fun.
I'll be totally honest with you, right?
Yeah.
That first G35 we looked at for 3,400. I'm offering them 2,400. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. Because I'm gonna go with what Zoom for Zoom just said. Because that's also, this is really it's a factor.
Yeah.
You know, you really don't want to go into this car doing work, but if you already committed to getting this car, this type of car, and you realize that for the price point that you want it for, you're gonna have to do work, then you're gonna have to get the cheapest one.
Yeah, but I'm not doing that, son.
You don't want to work.
Nah, you don't want to
work on it.
Nah, no way.
So let's say I go for this Infiniti G35. It is manual, right? Front bumper is gone.
Yeah.
He said he got new headlights. I'm not buying it. The leather seats inside are tore up. I'm not worried about that either, right?
Yeah.
Let's say the amount of things that he named that was wrong with it, it's like, yo, B. He said the e-brake needs to be tight and it has some rust. That right there scares me.
Come on, son.
Right? Because, people, when they selling something, some rust could be the whole rear quarter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Rear brake pads need to be changed, but will come with purchase. Has sub that needs wiring, needs passenger airbag, like stuff like that.
Son, come on, bro. That's a project.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if that car would pass inspection without an airbag. I'm not.
The light gonna be on. The light should more or less be on.
And I think they'll fail you for that.
Hell yeah. Any light on that thing is crazy.
Except for your tire light. If the tire is low.
Tire low, it don't matter. But if you got a nail or something that gotta get done, that's a whole nother story.
They're like, nah, you gotta take that out, fam.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So I would say that you're gonna go for the cheapest one. You're gonna be up under there. Now for 10 grand, we found one for 10,000. Shout out to Zoom for Zoom. This is really good.
Absolutely.
This is really where we going. I like this. Right? He got a whole video on it. I don't want to see the video, bro. Yo, it is white.
Yeah.
With a kid on it. I don't know what kind of body kit. It is manual. He has bride seats in it.
Okay.
He has Project U brakes. Now this is a freaking buy. This is a buy. So it is out there. He shout to Zoom. He hit it on the head. He has a G35 exhaust. Has an OEM coupe fuel center. You can see all the stuff that he putting up what he bought. And you know what? For that price, I would do it. Listen to this. Infiniti G35 Coupe 2003, 6-speed manual. It's available if posted. All upgrades that was done is posted. Open to trades, only manual cars or a very clean V8 truck. Cash talks best. Hit me up. Car been up there now for 18 days.
Okay.
This I would buy.
What is that? G35?
G35 manual with work. Little bit of work.
Since I'm saying you gotta go all the way to 10 grand, son.
I gotta go to Jersey, and he replaced all the gaskets. He has the UpRev, ECU plugin. I have it for the M35.
Yeah,
he really I gotta give it to him. This is a find.
See, that's what I'm saying.
This is a find. He got polyurethane rear differential bushings put in there. He done a lot of work. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. That is accurate. Get a roller Yoda, stall it. And the rest for a nice engine. So, where are all the fun, affordable sports cars? They're not in New York.
No.
You're paying drift tax if you go anywhere else. You're paying JDM tax if you go anywhere else.
100%.
You're paying V8 tax if you go anywhere else.
You ain't lying, son. You ain't lying.
You paying sick Euro tax if you go anywhere else. So it just goes to show they're very rare and hard to find.
Yo, you see how we had to go to 10K though. You ain't doing none of that 5, son. Forget it.
Nah. If you do,
I'm saying going to those days.
Going to those days, bro.
I'm telling you, man.
Going to those days. I think that at the end of the day, even just going through this, I found that here's another clean one for 7,900. Right? But it's manual.
Okay.
Shout to Jess Grandy. Why you gotta pay all these taxes for? So what I mean when I say those taxes, shout to Jessica Grandy first.
100%.
What it is when I say those taxes, that's what people add to the price because of what the car is. So about 10, 15, let's say 10, 15 years ago, or 10 years ago for that matter, you probably could have bought a 240, a rear-wheel drive 240 for like $8 grand. But when we say drift tax, because that is a car that people like to buy and cheap and drift, now people are adding that to the price. Well, you could drift it, so I add another. It's gonna be 11,000. Man, he added $3 grand on the car. Son. Because if we go by Kelly Blue Book, these cars are not worth that at all. So that's what I mean about tax. People will charge you for what they think you're gonna do with the car. Or what the car is, or what they think the car is worth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not necessarily what the car is worth. So shout to Jessica Green.
100%.
Question. That was actually a good question. Let's go.
100%.
Shout to Draco. He said, now you got 9,000 and change for engine and stuff. He talking about if you just bought the hoop door. Well, we know stuff could cost a lot. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. For 5K, you going into a blown.
Zoom for Zoom is out of control.
And this is what I'm talking about. Shout to Zoom. And he's right. He says for 5K, you're going into blown motor / shell territory, knowing you're going to do a lot of work. Laugh out loud.
That's what I'm saying. So
he is right.
Crazy. It's crazy.
He is right. You start teetering into that $5 grand, you don't know what you. And that's $5,000. That's
what I'm saying. When I bought my white Supra, I got it for $2,500, running, ready to go. All that
front mount,
everything,
clean,
all that. What?
Damn,
I'm telling you.
And now that same car is 13,000.
Yeah, son.
Manual,
all that.
R154 transmission. That
all
car
that,
is
son.
a lot.
Yo, and it had the head done on it.
Sheesh.
Come on, son. Woo. That was crazy, son. That was crazy.
Oh,
good luck.
Said the head was done. Hey, yo, keep it clean. But with that being said, we got to start with that. Like, that's what I mean as far as a project is concerned. And that's why today, this show is solely based on that.
100%.
The affordability of the sports car is no more.
Fun.
You know what made me think about that? And
What's
you know
that?
we're going to jump right in?
Let's go.
Weekly Specs. Auto news for all the listeners, only on Rally Radio.
All right. You know what made me think about
What's
this
that?
topic? What really brought this topic to my attention was an article that I came across for the show that we wanted to read. And the thing was, I was just, in my eyes, I just couldn't understand, like, wow, like, how did we get this far? Where it's like, things just cost now. And we all see the prices of stuff going up.
Sure.
Right? It's nothing new, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was we talked about Dodge running the Turbo 6. I know y'all remember that.
Yeah.
So me and SI is talking on the phone, and I'm like, yo, it's a Turbo 6. Okay, you could get it as a crate engine. You could also get the V8 as a crate engine, right?
Okay.
So in my head, I was like, what do you think is the cheapest Challenger you could buy to swap?
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we was like, yo, they not even around.
That is the truth, son.
Them Challengers are gone. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, I sold my S14 10 years ago for $3,500.
Damn.
He said, if I only knew. I can't front. Even I'm in tears for you because
that's what I'm saying,
that,
son. Like
It's suicide.
that's
that
what I'm.
hurts me.
But look, look for 35.
3,500. I'm crying for you. I'm crying for you. You know why? Even my CRX, my red CRX, met her demise, and she wasn't in the greatest condition. She was getting fixed up, but she had about $3,500 in parts in the back.
Damn. Son.
That she was up on stands.
Mm-hmm.
He was already taking the turbo out to get ready to swap the K in there. So all of that stuff was out already. And I mean, just the parts alone. You know how much them parts is worth now? That was $3,500. And them parts are now worth like $7,000 and $8,000.
Forget it. Forget about it. I'm telling you, man. Shit.
Oh, so it just goes to show, like, you looking for that cheap Dodge Challenger?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're looking for over there?
Yeah, absolutely.
So with that being said, just say, like, what have you seen? And we talking about a Challenger that can hold a V8. Because if I'm not mistaken, the V6 is it probably won't be able to squeeze the 8 in it without cutting up something.
Nah, remember that it's probably really all the same engine base. Huh? They just always slap a smaller engine in there. It's really all the same thing. Most of the time, it's all the same thing. Yo, freaking V6 one for $7,000. You gonna get that? Mind you, I ain't scroll nowhere. Like one little swipe down,
right?
For a 2010 one. This is 2010.
$7,000. Bob's your uncle,
and then you turn around, go grab that engine and throw it in there.
Bob is your uncle.
Come on, son.
And that engine is 20. It's about 2025.
Come on, bro.
That Hellcat crate engine, because that's what you're going for. Is it manual? The one you're looking at?
Hold on, I'll tell you right now. Oh, of course not. Why would it?
It's auto. So now, if you want to bolt it up to that auto, I don't even know if that transmission bolts up to that engine.
Doesn't even do it.
And if it doesn't, you have a real problem. Now you got to get the transmission too. Now you got to get the drive shaft. Now you got to, you really talking about a lot of money.
I'm telling you, son. Next thing you know, you have 50.
And so in order for me to get a shell to do that, it has to be cheap.
Man.
$7,000.
I'm telling you, son. It's
Good
clean,
luck
though.
with that.
It's clean.
Good luck with that. They're going to say, oh, bearded one, man. What you? No, man, I want that. Man, I want that. But this is why I say all the time, like, it's just, it's very easy for them to push people into electric because of it.
Yeah, 100%, son. 100%.
Very easy.
And you know what made me think about that, too? I was just driving. I was just looking around me like, yo, look at all these cars.
Yeah, trash.
And then when I seen a fun, sporty sports car, son, they like 40, 50 grand.
40, 50,000.
Like, damn.
40, 50,000.
I don't know, son.
So that's why I say at the end of the day, this is more than just, this is more than just like, oh, well, you just got to pay more money. Nah, it's more than that.
Nah, it's definitely a lot more than that, son.
It just goes back to what we said. The sports car guy pays for the people to drive around in regular cars. They do.
100%, son.
Why do you think the Porsche dealership looks the way it do? Man. When you go to the Porsche dealership, it's the cleanest dealership you ever seen in your life. But when you go to Hyundai or they may offer you a cup of coffee. These dudes at Porsche is offering you Perrier water.
Telling you, son.
You want a bottle of Perrier, sir?
I'm telling you, some muffins in the whole lot.
Come on,
it's
son.
crazy.
And that's why, because they selling these Porsches and they upticking. Nah, son, this is a 911. This is one of our last manual models. Sir, we're gonna have to ask you for $20,000 more. They done that. And you know what? Not for nothing, we doing it. Shout to my guy Reeps.
Let's go, Reeps.
And let's go. Reeps, Reeps knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You paying.
No, you're gonna pay, son. You're gonna definitely pay. And another thing I see, I'm like, I remember when the Scat Packs first came out, right?
He said Porsche's giving out manicures.
That's what I'm saying. Those Zoom and like you going there, they catering to you, son. So they pampering you going in there, son. What you want, this Targa? Yeah, we're gonna need 108 from you, son. Hold on.
You want to sit on this ostrich leather? We're gonna need you to get a full body massage.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout to Super Zoom.
And you know what's funny? When I get close to those deals, I look at the lights. They so bright, son, and like crystal clear. It looks crazy, son.
And then you see that Porsche just sitting in there, like, come get me. I drive by that Porsche dealership on Freeport, and I'm like, yo, there's no way it's that many over there, and one of them ain't mine.
Son, this is what
one of them is mine.
It's crazy.
One of them is mine. Shout to Draco. He said, name it. Don't even give you tropical fantasy. They like, yo, here, sit down. We got a vending machine over
That's
there.
it, huh?
Paying for more chips.
And then you go by the coffee machine in some of these spots. Everything's scattered everywhere.
They don't care.
Coffee grounds on the floor.
Not at Porsche.
Nah, son.
Not at Porsche. They be like this, sir, we have this cool cup that says Porsche on it.
Yo,
here you go.
That's a fact.
So what we really saying is at the end of the day, the affordable sports car, the car guy pays the taxes.
Yeah, B. All of it.
The car guy pays the taxes.
All of it. But you know what's gonna be crazy though, even for like this EV thing, right? How is that really gonna turn out for everybody to go cop? How are you gonna get the enthusiasts in that?
Oh, the enthusiasts already turned their backs.
Damn.
They did. And anybody, I'm serious.
Cold-blooded.
Like, there's nothing in there that says enthusiast to me. And that's why I don't even care about them. I'm like, whatever. Like, you listen, it's not gonna be me.
Yeah.
I will give you my experience with my Type R. And this is what I mean about affordable fun sports car. Now, we already know that my Type R is a 2019. So it was slightly new. It was used. It had 24,000 miles on it. I had to dig to find this Type R because everywhere that I called, they all tried to add some sort of tax. There was one place I called in particular, they were selling a Type R. They wanted 26. No, they wanted 33,000. And they said, listen, I said, well, you know, I'll come. It was in Massachusetts.
Yeah, deep.
And matter of fact, it was my bad. It wasn't Massachusetts. It was upstate.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't go outside the tri-state area to get a car.
Oh, okay.
Because my bank was like, no.
Yeah.
You got to get it from inside the tri-state. So I said, okay, I found white, clean interior. Okay. I didn't want white, but I said, I'll get it.
Yeah.
I called him and the guy's like, yeah, you know, it's 33,000. He said, and then we have a mandatory $5,000 insurance coverage on the paint and wheels that you have to get.
Damn. So it's 40.
There you go.
It's back up to 40.
I said, so what if I don't want it? No, you have to get the insurance policy. Why?
So that's no tax yet. That's nothing.
No, I had to, I really asked him. I said, why? And he was like, oh, that's for our coverage so that when you bring your car back I'm not bringing it back to you. I said, sir, you do understand that I live in New York City. I'm not coming all the way upstate 4 hours to bring it back for service. Oh, well, you know, that's kind of just our mandatory thing. We like to make sure when cars leave here, they have that covered. I said, all right, fam, have a good one. Bang, bang the phone, right? I got lucky enough to find this Type R, my Type R that I have now. Upstate, Albany, past Albany.
Yeah, absolutely. Right? Greenwich.
We went out there, it was nothing but farms and cars on the grass with for sale signs on it. And we're going to talk about that too.
I'm telling you, son.
So now when we get up there, the car was advertised at $39,900. And I said, all right, that's it. I'm going up there. When I get up there, he's like, we already got 3 phone calls on it. They raised the price to 40. I believe it was 42.
Yeah, it was 42.
And you know what the bidder one said?
What's that?
I got 45. Shoink. I'm taking the car. But S.I. Sean was with me.
Yeah.
As I'm sitting there, they're trying to sell me everything under the roof.
100%.
Sir, do you think we get you a lower interest rate? Sir, do you want to get this insurance? Do you want to do this? Do you want to take out insurance on the wheels? Do you want, and you know, I think about the insurance on the wheels. I'm like, damn, I should have took that. But I didn't, right?
Yeah.
But altogether, I walked out the door because I had the cash already. I went and got the money already from my bank. Yeah. But the car, the Type R, the 2019 Type R, when it came out, was $37,000.
Damn.
I bought it used for $42,000.
Damn, son.
I just have to point that out.
And this is what we're talking about. Fun, affordable.
And not for nothing. Fun, affordable. It was the cheapest one.
This is what I'm saying, son.
I got the cheapest one because everybody else was 45, 50.
This is what I mean.
When you crazy? 300, the yellow.
Oh,
the yellow. Yeah. Forget it. And when we left out of there, when we went up there and he said, yeah, take it for a test drive. I said like this. I don't take it for a test drive, right? We jumped in the car too for a test drive, and I fell in love with it.
Crazy car.
I fell in love with it.
Definitely interesting car.
I said I'm doing it. I know it costs more. I know I'm violating all kind of like automotive law right here.
But see, that's the craziest part of it, though. It was a time when, like, even though the Type R was never sold here, right, as of yet, they still was affordable, though.
Yes,
they still was affordable, huh?
Right.
That's right out the window. You just paid more than sticker for that joint, and you got it on a used market.
And not for nothing.
Come on.
And not for nothing. Right now, I could sell the car.
Yeah.
Almost for what I paid for.
No, I believe you could.
A year, some change later. I will say, shout to Bushido. He said this air.
Son.
Yo, I can't front Draco.
Telling you, son.
I felt like I had you ever wanted something really bad, and it's like even with the uptick, it still was the cheapest one out.
That's crazy, son.
Yo, because when you do the comparison of my car had 24,000 miles. You had guys, that was selling 2018s and 2017s with 70,000 miles for $40,000.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because we was looking at a point. I was looking too. I'm like, yo, son, they still want a lot.
They still
for older year with more miles. I'm telling you, son.
It is. Shout to Reeps. He said he can't do new cars. It's way too much for a stock vehicle. He's right.
See, that's what I'm saying. On top of that, it's like, again, fun, affordable. Like that's the
Shout to the Facebook user. He said, and think about it. If you sell it now, you put mileage on it and can get more.
This is what I'm saying.
And shout to Draco. He said, 40K, dude, I'd be sleeping in it every day. I can't front. I do sometimes.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
I do sometimes. I sleep in it. All right, but I gotta. But to be fair and to be honest, right? And that's just me being honest. I'm being 100% honest. When I test drove it.
Yeah. So
I never had. I didn't. Even though I wanted one, I never got a chance to test drive one.
Yeah.
When I test drove that Type R, it was like, I'm doing it. Remember?
Yeah.
I took it up the block, gassed it.
And
SI was like, yo, this joint is bad. I was like, it's mine.
Yo, son. Yo, he took it up the block. We spun around, and that was it, son. That was it.
Brought it back.
We even go 2 miles in the car.
Shout to Camacho. Now, for those that don't know, shout to my guy. He got a yellow manual 2006 Corvette.
Yeah, C6. That one nice.
He said, I can sell my car for more than I paid for it, and I only had my vet for 3 years and put only like 6,000 miles. And he only put 6,000 miles because he just drive it every day.
Yeah, I was about to say, Camacho, you kind of doing a disservice right there.
No,
I wish you could drive a little bit more, man. I feel bad.
I got it. Oh, he said, no, my bad, 2008. So he has a 2008 vet. So
nice.
I will say this. He said, big difference. I will say this, however, Camacho is a driver, though.
Yeah.
He is. I seen some of these videos. He done caught some of these tickets on the LI. You be like, okay, what are you doing? He you just have to drive it. You have like I seen him parked in Jamaican Yard once or twice, and he know I know.
I'm telling you.
He said the plantation got me held up. I hear you.
Yeah, it happens.
But at the end of the day, when I bought that Type R, I mean, not only did I buy it, right? And the seats, I mean, I'm not even gonna get into that.
Yeah.
The interior, the drive home was great. But to suit it up, and then take it to the tail of the dragon. Oh,
yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy, huh?
That car was actually great. Shout to Reach. He said, I can't lie. 17 years, I've owned my car and I've put 4K on it.
Damn.
But no. Don't let
yeah, I know. I know.
Damien
He's fooling people out here.
Because that's 4,000 miles of quarter.
Yeah, I hear that.
Shout to Reeps. That's 4,000 miles at a quarter a mile a time.
Yeah, son.
So he got at least, how many passes is that?
Son, that's a bunch of passes.
That's
bro.
4 passes for every mile. And he got 4,000 miles on it.
Damn.
That's a lot of drag racing experience.
Nah, it's 100%.
Kids. Shout to Drake.
100%.
Shout to him. Shout to come out and say, drive it like you stole it. And
100%, son.
And that's the thing. If you shout to the Facebook user, because they said earlier, get a beater and drive on it. So gotta have fun. Beater on the cheap. There's no such thing anymore.
I don't know. So I don't think so neither, kid. Like
10 grand ain't cheap.
Son.
10 grand ain't cheap. I don't care what nobody say.
Nah, kid.
10 grand ain't cheap. And that's a question that we're gonna ask for everybody that's tuning in right now. What's the most you want to spend on a car? Because we all men. We all not all of us are men. We got our automotive females.
Absolutely, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? We got our car guys and our car gals out here. So I don't mean it like that. We are all passionate about car ownership. Right?
Okay.
What is your line? And I ask you that.
Yeah.
Because we know you on the hunt for the Supra.
Yeah.
We know that. And we know if you come across one.
100%.
Or what about when you had the Shelby GT500?
Yeah.
On the hunt for those cars right now, what would be your median breaking price? What would be the price you say, yo, you know what? I'm doing it.
Damn.
Free 30. Let's go.
Nah, that's real right there. That's real. I mean, for the Supra, no lie, for the Supra, to get a good one, though? You mean a good one?
And I'm talking
to a good one.
Your body.
Yeah,
because you want the MK3 body.
Yeah. A good one.
What are you willing to spend? And this is where we as car guys, you know, we passionate because you will be like, yo, I'm gonna do it.
And that's the problem, son. I think that's the whole problem right there, son.
What are you willing to spend right now?
Damn. If I was to do it, son, on a good one, I'm talking about
a great
less than 100,000 miles.
I come across one. It looked like the dude been in a coma for 20 years. He's not coming out. His wife is like, yo, you know what? I'm selling the car to pay for some hospital bills, but his friends told me how much the car is worth.
Damn. See, that's the problem. At that point, turbo, of course. Targa.
Manual. Targa. This is why it's a hard question.
Wait. What color though? You talking about the teal blue one?
Teal blue.
30.
You would pay 30, man?
30. For that teal color one? Son ain't coming out. He been in a coma for 22 years. That car probably got like 10,000 on it then.
Oh my goodness.
That teal one? Yeah, I'm going.
And this is why we say.
And that's the problem.
And that is.
That's the problem, son.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, price all depends on the car. Comparison to other cars in his class and horsepower to dollar. So that's a loaded question. Yes, I did give him a loaded question.
No. It was loaded, but I'm biased, though. So it's a little different. Like that. That's fine.
Yo, shout to Camacho. Shout to Camacho. He said, when is the Bear Mountain run, guys, and not on a rainy day? Okay.
Oh, shit.
First off, we got to shout out Phil. We got to shout out Dr. Phil on that one.
Yeah.
Because Dr. Phil was the one who gave us the coordinates for that glorious road that we drove.
100%.
Marlon knows.
Yeah.
And you know what? What's today?
Today is the 2nd.
Today is the 2nd. I tell you what. How about next Sunday? Got to make it happen on a Sunday. Shout to Reeves. He said, when y'all coming through? We go, yo, that's another thing. We all got to go through, Reeves garage and backyard setup. I told you.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, so when I went to check Reeves, he had the RX-7 on the lift with a super big turbo. I was like, I don't know what you're doing with this. He like could cook breakfast on it, but fine, right? He had the Nova and he had a Camaro he's working on for his son. And I always call it the Spearhead Camaro.
Okay.
Because it reminds me of a spear. But you know what I'm talking about, the 2000
Catfish joint.
Yes, Catfish joint. And not for nothing. Oh, Zoom for Zoom said I'm 25 minutes from Bear Mountain.
Damn.
Yes.
That's ill.
We're gonna take the run.
No, we have to.
Everybody get your tires right.
Damn.
Get your gas. We're gonna take the run. We're gonna put it out in the group.
Man, we do gotta take another one. That's 100%. So.
But Reap's garage is set up nice. I tell you, I see I could be there. Like if everybody know it looked like a wind tunnel hit my garage.
Wind tunnel.
What
happened?
Yo, Phil just hurt. He just killed us. Unfortunately, that road by the mountainside overlooking the river got taken out by a mudslide.
Damn. That was a nice spot, son, over there.
Wait a minute.
Damn, son.
Phil, you may have to call back with that information.
100%.
Because are we talking about the mountain road that had the ridge?
Yeah.
Remember we were standing there, the one with a Porsche?
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking about. The Porsche and the Lotus, they came through there.
We sat on the side, officially invite GBR. I have a grill and beers. That sounds like a Saturday night.
They do.
That sounds like a Saturday night, Reaps. We're going to have to make that happen. 4th weekend of September. Okay. Uh-oh, we getting dates.
Are we getting dates? Okay.
People are free the 4th weekend in September. And you know what? Yeah, there was a lot of rain out there a few weeks ago. All those Bear Mountain roads got messed up. Damn.
Sheesh.
That hurts.
Nah, it does.
Because that was a fantastic. In New York, I didn't think a road like that existed.
Nah, me neither. Not at all.
Damn. We're going to take a moment of silence for that one. I don't even know the road number. I just knew the coordinates. He sent the coordinates, boop, and we followed the coordinates, and we ended up. That road gave us a slight feeling of Tail of the Dragon.
100%, son. That's how good it was. That's how good that road was.
That was it. Shout to Reaps. He's inviting us all. He said he got grill. He said he got a grill and beers.
Okay.
And he has
4th week in September.
Sounds good.
Definitely sounds good.
All right, let me look. Hold on, because we're gonna set this up right here on air right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, look at your dates. 4th week in September. That's gonna be the 23rd. The 23rd.
Okay.
Reaps. How we looking? Put it out in the comments, baby. You know what to do.
Let's go.
Put it up in the group.
Let's do it.
Put it out there. We all showing up. And everybody got to bring something, man. I don't want to see y'all just showing up with your car.
Yeah.
We need potato salad. We need plates.
Cups.
And make sure you bring something for the house.
Yeah.
We don't mean bring for everybody to drink and you take the rest home. No. That means you bring for everything. Shout to my guy Reaps.
Let's go.
For actually putting it out for everybody to come through. Shout to Zoom. Shout to Facebook. He said, y'all forgot. Route 81 heading to Toronto. Oh, whoa. So we've driven a lot of different roads. And, we never thought about videoing or taking pictures. And reason being is because we always thought the experience you could never film a great experience.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to do that, so.
But I will say out there in Toronto, the best. I mean, the best. The best roads that I had driven, road-wise, road quality. I don't mean turns.
Yeah.
Just how smooth the road was Toronto.
100% right. 100%.
By far. But
100%.
That definitely was one of the best. I'm looking for a random. Yeah, I see. You know what, though? Camacho, it's all good because you're going to come back clean. They're going to be like this. Back to work, sir. But shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. The affordability of a sports car is everything.
100%.
And I didn't really realize like the market had shifted until I went to get that. When I went to get that CRX is when I understood. I said, whoa, I got to go get this now.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, the price is going to be double or it's going to be gone. Man. And lo and behold, when we got out there, he had it on the grass. Remember, I drove to North Carolina.
Yeah.
I had my car. We drove down there. I had already rented a U-Haul to bring it back. So when we got down there, it was like, yo,
Yeah.
It's really the countryside. It was mosquitoes all over the place.
Yeah, it was wild, son. Definitely was, 100%.
And when we pulled up on it, you seen this clean black CRX in the grass.
I wasn't expecting it to be in that condition, son.
Me neither.
I wasn't.
Me neither.
I was not expecting that.
So I said, you know what? We're gonna look at it. And I can't front. I feel bad because I shorted him $20.
Yeah.
I shorted him because we had to eat on the trip.
Yeah.
I said, yo, son, he said, I want $2,000. I said, here's $1,980.
Damn.
And he was like, why'd you do that for the year? I was like, nah, we got some of that church's chicken up the board. Yo, that was hilarious.
It was a fact.
But he took it. He said, nah, it's all good. I'm a car guy. You look in the back. He's like, yo, you look in his backyard. Mm-hmm. He had a Mustang back there.
So definitely.
He had a Doom GT buggy back there. He had all kind of stuff back there. He was like, I drive this to work every day and I need something bigger. Because he was a big dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, man? I'll take it. I took it for a test drive up the block. The exhaust was clean. I said, do you think I could drive this home? He said, I don't think I would do that. He said, the valve cover gasket is leaking. In my head, I was like, I'm going to take the motor out anyway.
But that was the craziest part, is that it only had a leaky valve cover gasket, huh?
Right. And it could have made it. He said, shout to Phil. He said, there's a huge crater in the middle of the damn road. Oh,
damn.
That was a perfect road, y'all.
No, that road was
I'm glad I got a chance to drive.
Again, it gave us a little like, hold on, this might be the Tail of the Dragon sibling road or something right here. It was crazy.
You ain't lying.
Damn, man.
I thought that was that was one of the greatest roads out here. But it was definitely great. Shout to Phil for giving us those coordinates.
100%.
And shout to Kamaji. He said, you lucky you did get it when you did. Prices and interest is ridiculous right now. He's not lying.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, he ain't lying.
He's not lying. And not for nothing, Camacho, I was looking for a Z06. I was looking for that C. I wanted the C5.
Yeah.
Z06. Those are still 20 grand. They're still 20,000. And don't get me wrong, I understand what kind of car it is. So it's not like I could think anything different.
Yeah, absolutely.
He said, but back to the original question. He said, would you spend 40 to 50,000? Oh boy, this is where we wanted to go.
Let's go.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom, because this is where we was headed next. I love it. He said, but back to the original question, would you spend 40 to 50K for a Japanese sports car that like the common number these days? And he's right.
Nah, he's 100% right.
And the reason we want to talk about that, shout to my man Jay. He's doing well out there, West Coast. He's doing good out there. He's making carbon fiber composite parts. But he put up a post that I found interesting. He said, I'm starting to fall out of love with the 90s JDM legends because the prices are too ridiculous. I don't even know if he knew we was talking about that.
Yo, he's not lying though.
Oh, he said the road y'all supposed to drive that day is open. The one with the gate on it, Phil?
Oh, man.
He said, yo, just move the gate.
He said, move the barrier.
Wait a minute, Phil.
Hold on, son.
We don't want to get approached by military.
Son,
like, what are you doing?
Come on, son. It was crazy. That was crazy.
But back to Zoom for Zoom's question. Would I spend 40 to 50,000 on a Japanese sports car? Yes.
I mean, it's kind of too late. You already did that.
Damn. You see how he takes shots and shit? I got you. So when you say when you say a Japanese sports car, there's only two. There's only two or three rather that I would pay upwards of 40 or 50.
Damn.
There's only two or three. One of them, 1991 to 99 Acura NSX. But they're never gonna fall that low. There's one in a Honda dealership where I take my Type R to.
We talking about the red one?
Yes.
Yeah, you talking about?
Oh, he wants 90,000.
Yeah, he wants 90.
He said, I want 90, and not only that, I would buy it.
Damn.
If I had 90 bands.
So see, this is what I'm. All right, so y'all, everybody who's listening, like, what's too much?
I think
what's too much?
I think once you start talking 100 bands, I can't do it.
So you ready to go 100 though? Like you,
I would go 90.
99,999. You ready to go there?
That's my bridge.
See, this is the problem, y'all. This is the problem. We ready to jump out the window for them.
Shout to Reeves. He said RX-7 for sale. My God. Yo, But this is where it's like the rubber meets the road. Shout to Zoom for Zoom,
son.
because so now there's, like I said, there's only 2 or 3 that I would pay that premium for, and one of them would be the R34.
Damn.
I know. Yeah, I know. So I know I said it, but I know them cars are going for $250,000. They're going for $250,000. They're going for. I know this,
son.
But I would pay. That's one of those cars I would pay.
Damn.
Not $250, but I'll go. Shout to. He said. I mean new. Oh shoot. He said I ain't buying no 90s 2000 Japanese sports car for no 40K. I beg to differ.
You see what I'm saying though? See, I ain't gonna hold you. When I said 30, I'll do 30 for that teal blue one. I'm talking about, like you said, you got to be in coma for 22 years. I'm talking about low miles, barely driven.
Right.
That's the furthest.
Still got Toyota buying papers.
That is the furthest.
Yes.
But new, a little different story now.
Shout to Phil. He said anything over $60K for an MK4 Turbo Supra is too much for me. I refuse.
Damn.
I don't know if I feel that way, bro.
I agree to disagree with Phil, man. It's like what is too much though? Like,
so
it's just what is like
So just to put all of this in spec, right? So Zoom for Zoom said, would you pay 50? Yes, I would pay 50,000 for a brand new car. Sure.
Brand new Japanese sports car.
Sure. Name me one.
Supra.
You're a funny guy because that's a German car.
He said it's a German car. I can't believe he went there. I know Marlon probably laughing right now. I know Marlon laughing, Vern laughing, I already know.
But if I gotta say, right?
Yeah.
If I say new, 40, 50,000.
First off, you ain't 40. He probably referring to something like the new 8086, the GR86, right? Right, because that's like 30 around it.
I would pay
35.
I would pay in the lower end of 40 for that. Yeah.
The Corolla, the GR Corolla.
Oh yes.
Damn.
Sorry. I let me tell you something.
60?
No. 50K on the Veloster? Negative.
I wish I had more hands.
I wish I had more hands. So I could give that car 4 thumbs down. Never. I would never pay that. Shout to Phil. He said that MK5 Supra at 55K is a go. Oh, man.
See, Phil is on it.
Nah, he said LMAO. Nah, he's BSing. Shout to Reeves. Can't see myself spending 50,000 for a 90s car. I'll do a 35. See, Reeves, but he see this is what I mean. He said, can't see myself spending 50K for a 90s car. I'll do 35 for a Grand National or T-Type. See,
that's fire. That's fire, but 50 for a 90s Jap fireness. So are we just leaving it on the Japanese side of things? Or
if we go Euro,
yes, I'm saying if we go on the other side of it, it's a little different now.
You go Euro,
but even so, though, 50 grand on a 90s, I'll do it. R30, I'll do an R32 for 50.
Shout to Camacho. He said the Z06 the problem with them is they drop valves. Known issue, but it's such a nasty car. Clean white spec RX-7 Onfany might get me to. You know who that is? That's got to be Ace out there. Yeah. AK Doritos for the burritos.
That's a fact.
He get down. You know he's with it.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I would spend it.
Nah, 50 for that's not bad.
Shout to Camacho. He said you go Euro, you're gonna pay out the ass for parts. That's a fact. You get robbed. Shout to Marlon. He said I ain't laughing too hard. I might have to buy a German Supra if I give in.
Yo, Marlon is stupid. That's what I'm talking about, Marlon. Because Marlon finally realizing it. Like he getting it now. That's good, Marlon.
And shout to Phil. He said GR86 is like 30. I'd buy that. So
see what I'm saying? Like,
but how many real Japanese sports cars are left?
So not many. We could count on our hands.
Like when you really think of and shout to Zoom for Zoom. That was a great question because Reap says Z06 is fire. I always want to win.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, with the magnesium wheels, give 100%. Me that manual. 300 and I think they come with 357 or 457.
Wait, what year you said this? You said the C6?
The C5.
C5, yeah, they somewhere around 400.
I think it's 357, almost 400. I don't think it's all the way 400.
No, not yet.
But still, South to Zoom for Zoom. He said it's hard for me to see myself buying an R32, R33 GTR for 40K.
Nah,
and a few years ago, they were selling for less than 10K in Japan.
Damn.
I just can't beat it in the head like that. I gotta say though,
listen, for a Nismo R32, I'm hopping out the window for it. 50, that is doable.
For R33. I'm getting it.
R32 Nismo, I said.
Give me R33. The 33 was my favorite by far. It was my favorite.
Oh, the 33 crazy.
Manual, yes. Shout to Marlon. He said, I ain't getting nothing. My daughter likes that car. See,
it's got Marlon, son. Here we go. Here we go.
I gotta say, so shout to Zoom for Zoom. What newer cars out, Japanese wise, or Japanese, of course, that you're getting outside of, because Toyota is running the table right now.
I mean, you got Nissan with the Z, right?
You
got Acura with the Type R and the Type S, right?
Okay, now, okay.
So hold on, quick story, real quick. I think I said this, might have not. So I went to go pick up the SR the other week at the dealer.
Yes,
right. Going there, talking to the sales guy real quick. He gave me the keys to the car. I said, "You got any Type R's?" And he said, "Yeah, we got 2 in the back." All right, cool.
How did that go?
I said, "Yo, can I see?" He said, "Sure, let's go." Went back there. They had the white one back there and that Sonic gray type joint. All right, cool. Man, looking pretty good back there. So I seen the MSRP. It said 45. He said, "Man, I'm mad you seen that." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because we can't sell it for that." I said, well, "How come?" He said, "Yo, we are like the few dealers in Long Island. I even have the last 2 Type R's.
Wow.
Last 2 for the year." He said, "You interested?" I said, "I don't know." I said, "How much is it?" He said, "Yo, we can't sell it for none less than 60. I said, "Nah, man, I'm out of here. I'm out the door."
He's serious.
He was super serious. He looked me dead in my eye. You can't say none less than 60.
He was serious. He looked you in your face and said 60 bands.
And said he's still interested. I said, "Yo."
And we gonna do the financing. Walk out of here 0 down. You getting robbed.
Son, come on, B.
You getting robbed.
So what you got? You got Honda, you got Toyota, you got Nissan.
It seems like I hit a nerve with that C6 though. That Z06.
Yeah.
Now hit a nerve.
It seems like I hit a nerve.
Because Phil is like C5 Z06 is 385 for the 2002. Right. 2001 plus is 405. That's also okay. So I was wrong. 400. Zoom for Zoom said I would pay 65 to 70 for C6 ZR1.
Man, son.
But that's 100 bands.
So here's the thing. I'm drawing a line at 50 for that too.
Why?
53.
The C6 one?
ZR1? It's fire. I know.
I got one in Gran Turismo.
Yeah, me too. I got like 3. I'm 55. So
shout out to Reach. He says C6 Z06 505 out the factory, like 450 to the wheels. Okay. You could get a Z06 in the 40s. I'm not paying $55K for that Type S. Shout to Phil. He said, hell no.
Damn.
Reap said, I'll stick with my American cars. Jap cars are sick as hell, and I admire them, but not for me personally. This guy Reaps, and you know he stays true to that because he has an LS and an RX-7.
I don't know, it's a little confusing to me, but
not for what he do.
Not
for what he do. Is that's his drag race machine. So you figure, Marlon said, what bank is going to finance a car that much over MSRP? So first off, you can't get a regular loan for that.
Son.
That means you gotta go get the home equity line of credit where they just give you 40 bands and you go get it yourself. Nah, straight up, I'm dead ass. You are not gonna go in there to the bank to get a loan for that. They're gonna be like, "Sir, can we see the car? Because we think you're lying."
We getting ready to take lunch. We gotta go see the car.
Yeah, telling you.
Damn, son.
Shout to Phil. He said every dealer is the last dealer to have it.
Yeah, right.
I'm telling you the same fucking stuff. The ZR1 supercharged LS9. Ugh.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's dirty.
55 for a ZR1. Alex Choi dumped an LS motor in a Miata. That is crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. Phil is saying the same thing. 55 for a ZR1. I'm signing it.
Yeah, son, no problem.
I say that to say at the end of the day, you see how we talk? We went from affordable fun sports cars to all the way out
to the moon. But that's the problem, though, son. That's where it leaves us.
So why is it that they always lied to us and told us that these cars depreciate crazy? Sports cars depreciate crazy.
For the life of me, I couldn't tell you, son. Maybe everybody got the assumption once it leave the floor, forget about it.
That's a fact. Shout to Reap. She said facts. I'm signing. That's at 55 bands. I'm
telling you, son.
ZR1? No,
I'm telling you crazy.
That's a deal.
Crazy. Super deal.
Type R goes up for sale?
Damn.
Nah.
I wouldn't do it.
I'm going to figure out a way to keep them both. I'm sorry. I'll sell everything else. But I won't sell that Type R. I won't sell a CRX either.
I was about to say,
you know. And you know, I'm getting a lot of things like, yo, you working on the CRX? I'm telling you, you listen. Don't get me twisted. I haven't had any time to really tackle it this summer. Yeah. And a lot of that has to do with me trying to put this work in at work. Yeah. But I got some parts for the Type R.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And I'm gonna put them up. I ended up buying a couple things for the Type R that I just can't wait to put on, to be honest with you. But ZR1 has to be more. They want 70s for a C6. That's a fact. Man. But with that being said, I want everybody to put in the comments while we continue on with the rest of the show. I want y'all to put in the comments what you would spend on what you want.
Man, that's a good one.
Because we could, you know, as all of us being car guys and car gals, when you tell us what you want and what you're willing to spend, we already going to know what they want for it.
Yeah.
Because we all know. So put in the comments, if you can, what do you want and what's the most you'll pay for it? That is classic. And I want to I'm going to put them all up down there. I'm putting them all up down there because I want to see what people have to say. Start with you.
Damn, that's crazy.
What are you willing to pay for what you want? You already said that you're ready to pay for a clean teal version of an MK3. You're willing to pay
30.
That's your max.
30 is the maximum. So.
Shout out to Reeves. He said, my reasoning for my choices are if I can build a 1,500 horsepower car in my backyard with no help, why would I spend $70K for a car that I know nothing about? You got a point. He's sticking to his guns, and that's another thing. Wrong with that. That's another thing he always said to me, because he was saying, you know, I'm not going to give away his project secrets, and I said, well, why are you going that route? You go that route. He said, I'm going this route because this is what I know. So he
that makes sense though. I get it. That makes sense.
Shout out to Phil. Phil, you know, Phil jump in. He said, R33 GTR, I'd spend 60, but it has to be mint.
Ooh, 60. This is what I'm saying. It's getting crazy. I thought I was wilding with the 30. Phil's upstairs. Okay.
Yo, Phil is upstairs. He already sold a Mustang, all that.
All right, hold on, baby. What about you, though? Hold on.
Oh, you see, it's one thing y'all gonna learn about the bearded one. Yeah. And this is my problem. It's been my problem my whole life.
Yeah.
I make poor financial decisions.
He's stupid. That's my problem my whole life.
I've been making bad financial decisions, and I'm not saying like I'm like, but I would do it, and that's my problem.
Yeah,
I've always had this moniker: if you want it, get it, because you only live.
Damn. See, and I try my best not to listen to that, 100%, because he's right though.
Because son, you can't take me with you and ask me what I think. You can't. Yeah. If you looking to get a deal, leave me in the car. Because I already, oh my God, yo, son, I'm the worst one. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I suck at negotiations, son. I'm the one that show up with the. So you said you want 60?
Yeah.
So a car that I truly want, and I know y'all thinking I'm gonna say a JDM car, but there is, there's one car that I wish.
Better yet, no. Let's leave it there because. I could have went out the other way too, though. But hold on, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it with the JDM joints for now.
So okay, JDM, right? Oh man, if I have to get one, like I said, that Acura NSX, I've always been a
Which one though? Type R, Type S?
Yeah,
regular one.
Type R definitely.
So you know the Type S came with more power though.
Yeah, but the Type R is more rare.
Okay.
That white with the hoods. Ooh,
it's crazy. I know.
Stop it.
Okay.
But I gotta say, I'm like I said, I'm the worst one because I'm willing to pay the price. If I want it, I'm gonna pay for it.
Damn.
And that's always been my issue. But I will say I'm jumping out the window. Like I said, I can't go over 100 for a 91 Acura NSX.
What about a 97?
Over 100? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I can't see myself paying triple, like 6 digits. Like that's a lot
for the Type R. Red seats.
See, I told you I'm the wrong one, son. Like I'm the wrong one because now when I look, it's only a couple more hours of overtime.
It's still
I am the wrong one to bring with you.
So you trying to tell me you capping it at 90,000 or 99,000 rather 999. That's
for
it.
for a JDM sports car. Now let's get into what I want. Everybody knows what I want.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it. If I come across a black on black manual 2018 Hellcat with the bronze brass monkey wheels, low miles, I'm willing, seriously, to go to about 80.
Damn.
I'm willing. And I know y'all like, yo, Pop, what the hell? You talk
80?
about this all the time. I'm willing, son. Pause. That sounded so dirty just now. But y'all know what I mean.
Yo, oh man, son.
I am willing. Because I want it. It's like, I'm telling you, man, I'd have had a brand new one.
Yeah.
And they, 80K pension loan. I'll be like this, I'm gonna go downtown, get the brand. But at the end of the day, I wanted it. And I would have had it. I went to build a brand new one.
Yeah.
And my plan was I was gonna lease it, pay off a little bit of it, and then keep it.
Yeah.
I built the car. Same blue as the Type R. Oh man. Y'all heard this story already. And he turned around and told me, yo, we can't get this manual.
Damn.
But we could get you the scat pack. We could do the scat. I was like, no. Man, I want that. And they tried to sell me a bunch of things I didn't want, which infuriated me even more.
Damn, son.
But I would pay for a used 2018. The highest I would go is 80. Damn. Because and the reason I say that, and I know y'all listening to me, y'all like, yo, Pop, you are wilding. But the reason I would do it is because I know that's a forever car for me. Like the Type R is a forever car.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe, if she's listening, my wife is listening. Kind of got a permanent spot in the driveway. Don't be mad at me. Like the CRX.
Yeah.
Permanent spot in the driveway. Is it that like these cars are not leaving me? And that Hellcat would be one of them. Anything else after that, and Grace. I love my Infinity. I have a problem. I hold on to all my. I have a problem. It's a problem.
That's real.
But at the end of the day, it's like I build bonds with these cars. It's very hard for me to be like, yo, here, just do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very tough for me. But he said, I'm seeing more mods than sports cars.
Damn.
I just can't help it, bro. I just can't help it. I would pay that. But it has to be clean. Yeah. I'm not talking about I get to the car. Like, remember when I found that white one?
Yeah.
I was gonna, it was either I was at the point where I was gonna buy the Type R. And I said, I could get this. They wanted what they wanted. They wanted 70. He wanted 65,000 or 70,000. The car had about 40,000 miles on it. It was manual, but first off, the salesman was all wrong, and that does that too.
Yeah,
the man, I said, "Can you get the keys?" Oh, we don't have the keys. Where are the keys, my dude?
Yo, so that's crazy.
Could you get the keys so I could open it up, look at it, and start it up? Like those are buyer's questions.
Yeah.
When I ask you how much, that's a buyer's question.
Yeah.
When I say to you, get the keys, that's a buyer's question. You feel what I'm saying? Piss me off with that. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get that off my chest. Shout to Facebook Camacho. He said, I hoard cars too. Bikes, hell, I don't get rid of the old weed whacker.
Camacho's out of control. That's real. That's
DJ Khaled voice, the keys.
That's a fact.
We the best. But he didn't want to bring me the keys.
Yeah.
And I take that as something's wrong with this. Because if you ask me, I show up on the lot.
Yeah.
Right? And I showed up. I'm talking about I'm there.
Yeah.
Yo, look, boom, boom, boom. Oh, what do you do? Oh, yeah, I'm a train dispatcher, New York City Transit. Yeah, I make a little, boom. I show up with my salary and I ask you for the keys and you tell me you don't have them or you can't get them right now.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, that's weird. 100%.
Now I don't want it because I feel like I'm buying a clunker. Like I'm buying
100%.
something, a lemon. Like you need to start this car, bro. He ain't want to do it. And then they call themselves calling me later. Hey, we got the keys if you want to come. Yeah, thanks, but no thanks, bro. I don't trust you. Sound like you got those keys from the Dodge dealership after this demon, this Hellcat was found underwater. Y'all fixed it and now nah. I don't trust you.
Damn.
But I will say at the end of the day, that is what I would pay.
80. Sheesh.
80 is as high as I would go.
Yeah, right.
Knowing that crazy.
Yeah, right. See the red seatbelt, them brass monkey wheels.
Big brakes.
Telling you 10,000 on the odometer? Yeah, right.
8.4 Uconnect Navi screen on the inside, son, with the power pages.
Oh man,
no.
son. I'm telling you. Damn.
717 horsepower.
Yeah, son.
Man.
Yeah, 80. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, son.
Look, I'd be like this. So how much again? 79.9. But that means after taxes, it's gonna be more than that. Yeah, it's gonna be okay.
He said, okay, I just want to clarify.
That's my problem, yo. I suffer.
Yeah.
I suffer. And I know that's most car guys, they won't admit it, but they'll pay over sticker too.
Damn, son.
It happens, bro.
Yeah,
and you know what?
Does.
And you know what really my thinking is behind that? He said, your wife is literally he said, your wife is listening like 80K, really? Like, and she knows me. My wife knows I don't be balking. Like, if anything, I'll be like this. How can I pay for it? Okay.
How can I pay for it?
But that's really shout to the Facebook user. GR Supra manual, of course, max 65.
Damn, okay, that's not bad.
They sound like a homeboy with the lemon that bought the
oh,
GR.
you
he got it.
Son.
He said, yo, he said that backfiring is
he said, yo, so part of the exhaust. Yeah. Now realizing sold with no cats, nothing on it. So
yeah, the Price is Right music. He ran down the hill, son. Like he ran down the hill like,
yo,
you're the next contestant.
Son. Yo, he said they really bonded with each other though. Like it was cool.
He said him and the salesman bonded. Son. He said we're both first generation immigrants. He said, and I want you to drive this car. I don't want you to. It's a GR Supra. Look at it. He said it's been my dream car. He said, how? How could it? Yo, it was hilarious. That was a hilarious story. Understeer, by the way, too. Yo, I will say this, however, right?
Yeah.
For those that say they won't pay over sticker, right? What do you think is gonna happen in 5 years?
Damn, so that's a real good question.
Straight up and down.
It's gonna be more than whatever that stick is. It's gonna be 5 plus that.
Again, do you think the car is going to be cheaper?
Damn. I mean,
that's a good question. Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? At the end of the day, y'all see it. Y'all can put it in the comments. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
Factory.
If you don't get the car you want now, you know, it's a little bit too much. 3,500. I don't want to pay 35. We're looking to spend $3,000. And then we have an explosion of used cars.
Yeah,
should go from 3,500 to 12,000. It's like it happens.
It literally did.
It literally happened to the MK3 Supra. And Marlon, could anybody here?
100%. Huh?
Yo, when Dez, shout to Dez the Nose Hunter, when he said that he sold his non-running Supra, for $6,000, I was like, oh,
yo, so that was wild.
We got a real problem. He sold it a non-running. I said that is a problem.
Damn, son.
Non-running. Manual, turbo, $6,000. Guy said, yo, I'll come get it tomorrow. Bang, bang. Damn. Put it on the flatbed and took it home. Gave him cash. This is what I'm saying.
Crazy.
Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, I'd buy a 400Z for $50K. I just can't get with that front end. If the Infiniti Q60 Red Sport came in manual, whoa. Yeah, that's a dream car.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That Red Sport comes manual. What was the one knock on the Red Sport that you had?
That it wasn't manual, son.
That was the only knock that a lot of car and driver. Yeah, that was their knock on it. Son, it does not come manual. But you know what? Maybe it could if you get your hands on that 400Z transmission.
Yeah, son.
Maybe it could.
Actually, you even can use the diesel Q50 transmission for it, or 370Z transmission for it.
Yeah, and you got a totally different car then.
100%.
But that's very interesting. Shout to everybody tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down, man. It's the Rally Radio Automotive Podcast. We are here. this conversation has been really good, and I'm glad that a lot of people chimed in because I want y'all to understand, like, us car guys, we're gonna pay the tax. I hate to say it, we're gonna pay the tax. Right. I guess the question is how much you really willing to spend. Because remember, for those that are not willing, there are some that are. You don't know. Listen, when I bought that Type R, there was somebody coming to look at it the next day. I said, tell them it's gone.
Yeah. But I gotta ask though, is this like because it's exclusive, or is like, yo, how much is like, is it crazy because you paid a lot, or is it just an exclusive machine? Like, so what is it?
When I take things, these are the things I take into consideration. Like I'll say for the Type R, right? What I took into consideration for the Type R was price range, car, rarity of the vehicle. And when I say rarity, I mean being sold at that moment. There weren't that many being sold.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? For what they want versus what the car can do versus what I'm doing with the car versus where you would find any of them.
Yeah.
And looking at the median price of the other ones that was out there, I said, this is the best deal I'm going to get. And I got it.
Yeah. 100%. Son.
It was the best deal I was going to get. I wasn't going to get better than that. And if I did, it had to be in the bushes somewhere. You didn't see it coming.
Damn, son.
Somebody you know is selling the car. That's the only way. And even then, there are people who try to get you too.
No, you ain't lying about that. That's
so
the truth.
It's gonna come a point where, especially the way where these cars are right now, if you want to get a used car, that's fine. A new car, you're gonna pay. Like new cars, that's another thing. I'm not paying markup on a new car.
Okay, but what kind of new car though? Are you talking about like a Ford Expedition or Explorer?
I'm not even looking over there. They'd be like, oh,
but that's what I mean. Like something like that. You're gonna play markup on some base model.
Nah. Let's say you come across, let's say a GR Supra.
Or better one than that. 911 Carrera GTS.
Brand new?
Brand new.
Manual.
Miami blue.
Oh. All
markup.
Right. Well, okay.
Oh shit.
Let's say the price on those, but what, 90?
Nah, hell no. The GTS, you talking about like I want to say like 120.
So I'm already out the door.
Yeah,
because it's $120.
Already over the top.
I'm already 6 figures into the car.
Yeah,
he's like, I need another 30. I can't do it.
We need another 20.
Can't do it.
10.
Can't do it.
9.5.
Can't do it.
Damn.
Can't do it.
Turbo brakes.
I get an upgrade if you. Are you gonna add something? Like, I mean, if I'm gonna pay markup, you're gonna at least add like something. Like, give me some Porsche cup holders or something. I mean, like something.
Damn, huh?
But I just can't see the markup game. And I think, and that's another thing that's hurting a lot of. And we wanted to talk about that too. I know we deep into the conversation, but it looks like now a lot of these lots are starting to fill up with these cars.
Yeah.
And they're trying to sell them at marked up, and they can't. So now it looks like a lot of these cars they're trying to let them go for sticker. I follow a guy named Demonology.
Yeah,
right. Demonology bought a black Ghost. No, excuse me. He bought a Demon 170.
Yeah.
Now his name is Demonology. He's one of the first guys that had a Dodge Demon out there in the street. Dragging cats, went to the strip, dragging cats, take their soul. That's what he said, right? He bought the Dodge Demon 170 for sticker price.
Damn.
I would like to believe he was able to get it because he is sponsored, I believe, by Dodge themselves.
Yeah.
Right? When Dodge had the release for the Demon 170, he was there talking on the mic. So it is what it is. He's definitely rocking with Dodge. He got it for sticker.
Yeah.
And he was the one who said, these cars are starting to go for sticker price. They're hiding them because they can't get rid of them, and they like, you know what? We're gonna hold on to the most they can because they know those dealerships know. You know what I mean? So if we keep holding out,
that makes sense, huh?
They have to let it go. Shout to Marlon. He said for a Porsche 911 Turbo S overdrive, I might fall for the markups.
Damn.
And that's coming from Marlon. I've never known Marlon to be like, nah. If he pay it, that's what it is, bro.
Damn.
So with that being said, man, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. We appreciate y'all. It's been one heck of a conversation.
100%.
And I love conversations like this because it's like, you know what? You get to really like see what's going on, like especially out here with these autos, man.
Yeah.
It's like the prices and things, it's like, is it worth it?
Man.
So
that's the real question to me. It's like, is it truly worth it though? The price of emission. Is it really like,
is it?
That's a real good question, huh?
And then we starting to find out that there are certain cars that we will pay that money for. Man. There are certain cars. And I'll tell you one in particular. Like I said, I know you didn't want me to say it, but if I got to. When the Ford GT came out, I know y'all keep laughing because I'll never be able to afford it. But when the Ford GT came out, it was 100,000.
Yeah,
that car is now 1.5 mil. It's up there. It's up there because you'll never find one. If I could get my hands, that's a dream. I want that car. I like I love the predecessor.
Yeah.
The original GT40, Ford GT40.
Yeah.
But would I love to get my hands on a Ford GT? They are ridiculous. Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, I seen one when I first moved out to the Long Island. Somebody just had one parked.
Oh,
it was crazy. I was like, damn, son, blue one. But the white Le Mans stripes going down there. I was like, yo, that's crazy, son.
That's where I live. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, that's the thing. If people stop paying these dumb premiums for these 90s JDM cars, they wouldn't sell for these stupid prices. But somebody buying it, so the prices are holding.
But that's the problem. It's like, why are we willing to do that, though? Like,
man, I feel like that's such a shot.
Shout to Super Zoom. He said, get it under control, Pop. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But he's right. You're right. I mean, there's some, like I said, there's some cars that's absurd.
You think if people stop doing it, it'll just be no more cars to sell like that? Vinces, like the JDM Legends, everything like that. Like if people stop buying them for crazy amounts of money and they start being sold for, I don't know, 30, 20.
They'll sell out.
You think it'd be no? Some say you think it'd be no more like.
Yeah, they're not making, and that's the thing. We caught between a rock and a hard place, and this is why a lot of times we're paying markup and better because we can't even promise that there'll be a 2024 version. You can't. Look at Nissan. Nissan is about to kill the Altima.
Yeah,
the Altima. They can't be losing on that car. They can't be underwater in the Altima.
Underwater.
All the Ultimas we see on the streets, they can't be losing, but they're killing it. You cannot, if they're gonna kill the Ultima, you cannot guarantee that the 400Z will be here next year.
No, heck no. No way. No way.
They already went auto for the Nismo version. You can't guarantee, and so for that reason, a lot of these cars people are gonna pay. GR Corolla, look at Toyota. Toyota is out here doing God's work.
Yeah.
They out here putting these angels out here. GR Corolla, GR Super. Yes, I will say the GR Super.
Yeah, it's a Super.
You know what I'm saying? GR86. They're putting these cars out here for them to be purchased. Shout to Reeves said, this guy for president. Ultimas are trash. That they are. But they're putting these cars out here, Toyota.
Okay.
And they can't promise us they're gonna be here. Think about that.
So without it being promised, they like, yeah, you know what? Pay this crazy amount of money for it.
But it's not Toyota though.
Of course it's not Toyota.
It's the dealership.
It's the henchmen. Okay.
It's the Foot Clan. But it's not them. So it's like, it's very hard to say it's them. Shout to Phil. He said, I'm looking at the Chases, Toyota Chase, JZX 100 Chase. My cap is 20.
Damn.
They're moving for 30 because of those of this ridiculous market. People need to hold out.
See, with that right there, right? This goes back to what Jay said.
Yes.
You think it's gonna come to a point where you're just gonna fall out of love with them because they just threw the roof, like the R34, 220. Like
I think what happens is you turn stalker.
Damn.
Like you don't fall out of love with it. Now you like, you stalking it.
You can't even sleep at night.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I've been there.
That's crazy.
Yo, when I was looking for that CRX, remember how I was like, I had all the parts. and the car was gone. I had all the parts. Now, mind you, for those that don't know, the 88 CRX, the 89, 90, and 91 are like built the same.
Yeah.
As far as body width and things. The 88 CRX is the only one that's closest to the JDM CRX.
Yeah.
So when you get like a JDM front, when you get certain door panels, remember, you got the 89 through 91, the seats belts are on the door. Mine's are still mounted on the pillar. So there's things that fit in the car that will not fit on an 80, 89, 90, 91. That's why I specifically wanted an 88.
Yeah. Damn.
So I had to look for an 88. That was tough. And I mean, I was looking around 3,500, 4,000, 5,000, and I found one for $2,000 and I had to go get it. So I stalked it. I stalked that CR. I did. I can't front, man. And that's why I don't want to screw it up. I want to make sure this thing goes right. The reason the prices are ridiculous is because it's hard to find and those weren't made for the U.S. market. Say it again. Shout out to Mo. R34 GTR is a beautiful car, but for $220K, it's kind of ridiculous. Yes, it is. Shout out to he said even cars made for the Canadian market are different from our U.S.
100%. 100%. Hell yeah.
So we got to look at it like, yeah, we just can't promise these cars will be here.
I don't know if that justifies the cost, though.
I'm not saying it does, but listen, it's a negotiation. And how do you negotiate? They start at their highest rate, you start at your lowest rate, and y'all meet in the middle, right? If the dealership don't want to negotiate, then you move on. It's got to be somewhere. It's got to be. And if it's not, you wait. It's like the stock market. You didn't get in on Amazon stock when it was $89. That's fine. Right now it's at $140. Amazon can make a move tomorrow where the stock could drop right back down to 89. You better be ready to buy it though.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with cars. Same thing with the auto.
I hear that.
It could get to a point where, you know what? It's an abundance of them now. Okay, I'm gonna get it because the price is lower. You feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Let's just keep that in mind. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody who's rocking with us. We have really this conversation was tremendous, by the way.
Absolutely.
And what I really like about it is that everybody's comments make a lot of sense. And we get to see, you get to see the level.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, yo, we got some different levels out here. I like it. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everybody for even adding a 2 cents and dropping their name in the conversation. Because now it just goes to show now that even if we go into EV, whatever, and like I said, if EV floats your boat, it's up to you, bro. I draw the line in the sand right there. But autos, these ICE gas power autos will be around because at the end of the day, there's people out here who are not willing to let them die.
Damn.
Straight up. There's this guy I follow on Instagram called CRX Dude. And he says, save the ES.
Damn.
And he's right. Save them shit. I love, give me a 1991 Honda Civic hatchback SI any day.
Damn, they hot, son.
Any day.
They hot.
I would buy that any day. Any day. Because I always wanted one.
Yeah.
But I'd buy it any day. Manual, of course.
You know what's crazy though? It's like I feel like now, like, you know, everything's like turboed or whatever like that.
Yes.
What happened to the high compression, just gas days? It's just all motor, all engine joints.
You know what you're looking for at that point.
Yo, wow.
Type R.
This is what I'm saying. Something crazy.
Acura, Integra, Type R. You get one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in good shape.
Damn, son.
Shout to fit early 1990s Honda Acura was it. That is a fact. And you know what? Those are legends now. Those cars have ascended to legendary status. Where when you see a clean GSR, you may flip. Straight up. If I'm lying, I'm flying.
What about a clean DA GSR?
Yes, you really gonna flip. I saw one of those for sale on Facebook Marketplace. He wanted $8,000.
Yeah, I seen the black one.
I was
with the nasty beige interior. Fire,
and I was like this. Damn,
it was clean though.
I saved it like this. I know I'm not getting it, but I'm like, yo, it's just what it is, man.
Yeah, son.
It's what it is. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know how we get down, man.
It's crazy.
Rally Radio, the podcast. Don't forget to tell your people to check them out, man. Tell them to check us out. We got a couple things coming up. In the meantime, we are running short on time, as
Yeah.
usual. It always happens. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna give my man S.I. Sean, because I know he got something for us over there. And we're gonna jump right in. You ready for this?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
So this legend is just like what we was talking about, all during the show.
Yes.
Again, it goes back to the affordable, fun sports car. Huh?
He hit it right in the head. Let's go.
1992 Toyota Celica all tracks, huh?
Woo! Okay,
come on, like
I'm not gonna interrupt you.
It's like one of those cars, though, son.
Yes.
Go on. Mind you, only 1,600 ever came here, though.
1,600 came to America.
So good luck. Period.
Oh.
I don't know, son. Like it's like cars like that, legend gone, son.
Gone.
But how much would you be willing to pay for one of those? Fan, not a fan, it's okay. Mind you, we didn't get the one with the 4-wheel drive steering. That one stayed in Japan.
1994?
92.
92. 1992.
All track. Turbo.
All track. Turbo. Oof.
5-speed. Oh, nasty, son.
17.
There's one right now for 23. God damn. This is what I'm saying. So, like, these legends, man, like, and this is what one of the, this is one of Toyota's great cars right here.
Yes.
Son.
Rally inspired.
Come on, son.
Rally inspired.
It's like you said, son. They probably never gonna do a Celica again.
Not like that.
No.
But then again, they gave you the Corolla. They gave you the GR Corolla. And I mean, that
yeah,
GR
but they
Corolla,
getting ready to turn the Corolla into a pickup truck.
Yeah, who cares? Shout out to Reeves. He said, "Can't lie, BMW iX is a cool car fast when SUV, speakers everywhere. You're in your own little world when you're in that car. Mind you, I'm not an EV guy, but my boy has one and I do like it. Won't buy it though. Shout out to Reeves. It's like at the end of the day, I just can't.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even and the thing is, right? With a lot of these EVs and yeah, we talk about the batteries and stuff like that. I kind of ask myself, what do I want out of that?
Yeah.
What do I expect out of that? And I don't know. I know y'all like, yo, Bearded One, we don't want to talk about EVs too much. And we stay away from that conversation a little bit now because y'all know how we feel. I don't even like touching them. I don't want to look at them. I don't like seeing them on the highway.
I don't like nothing about them.
I saw an Ioniq 5 the other day and I almost puked. But I can't stand them. But I will say this, however. When it comes down to it, man, the Toyota Celica, and to be honest with you, right?
Yeah,
always been a favorite of mine.
That's what I'm saying. Like this legend right here, mind you, 200 horsepower, 200 foot-pounds of torque, son. It was a monster at the time.
It was a monster.
And if I'm not mistaken, it came with the same turbo from the Supra, which was the CT26.
And I think another thing that we're not paying attention is the weight.
Yeah, so it's relatively light car. I mean, I guess the old drive added some weight to it though.
But that's good weight.
Yeah, it is. About 3,200 pounds.
Come on.
It was a monster, son.
Where you out? Big turbo.
That was a big turbo at the time for a car like that, son.
No, I'm saying if you wanted to, you could add a big turbo.
Sure, you could.
You could really do some, and that thing would be unbeatable in a strip.
I'm telling you, when's the last time you even seen one? I never seen one on the street.
I saw a navy blue one.
All track?
Yes.
That's
and
crazy,
it was on the corner. Like the guy, you could tell he was one of us. You could tell he's a car guy.
Yeah.
And it was covered, and the cover would blow off when I used to go pick up my daughter from school. I
used
to go pick up over there by Riverton.
Mm-hmm.
So in the back over there by the Longland Railroad, behind Farmers, you know all of those car shops is over there, them Jamaican car shops over there. And there was one, and it was like a dark blue. It was like a navy blue.
Yeah.
And it was there. And I remember walking up on it. It was manual. I was like, oh my God. And then later on, that car was towed.
Bam.
That car was towed later on. And I just said to myself, what was he doing?
That's crazy, son.
No plates.
That's crazy, son.
No plates. I said, they done came and took this car away. It was the sanitation.
Damn.
And I said, I wonder if he's even here. Like I'm looking, I'm like, maybe if nah, I was gone, man. So shout to them, man. Like I said, legend in his own right, bro.
It is, bro.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
Damn.
Definitely was one of those kind of cars. Like I said, you just can't. It's like when you find a VR4 Galant. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do they still build cars now that's like purposeful and for like a specific type of racing? Because this was built for the World Rally Championship.
No.
I don't think they really go at it like that no more.
They feel we don't even want that. I'm telling you. Damn. I say it once and I say it again. When they add these things to the cars, I would say it's more for the sale than it is the enthusiast. Damn. It is. It's always going to be.
How can we get our money back?
Right. Let's add this thing that we've been adding to the race cars and tell them all of that, and then double charge them for it. Cost $3,000 to put in. We charge $10,000 for the car extra because it has that. Shout to Zoom for Zoom. He said, I remember a guy had a black all track on the avenue by Brooklyn College, was selling it for $5,000.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. Are you kidding me?
That I would have bought that.
What?
And I had no interest at that point, but because I know what it is, I would have.
That's what I'm saying. Affordable.
Yeah, it's affordable, baby.
Yo,
ooh, it's affordable. That's
fun. All-wheel drive turbo.
All-wheel drive turbo.
Rare.
Rare. That is.
I don't know, bro.
That is it. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know how we get down,
Let's
man.
go.
It's the bearded one here.
That's our show, man.
So the 4th week in September, this is what we doing, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a drive, and we're going to go see my man Reeves.
Let's go.
That's what we doing. Mark it in your calendars, y'all.
Put it down in the calendars, everybody. Let's make it happen.
Hopefully by then, the mountain road is cleaned up. Let's hope.
Yeah.
But that's going to be September 24th. I think the Sunday is always better.
Yeah.
The Sunday is always better. September 24th. Let's make that happen.
Now we need to.
We're gonna make sure we get in contact with my guy Reeps. We're gonna set it up nice. Make sure that we do that. Shout to Miller Time NYC's in the building. Shout to Marlon. He said the GR Yaris was built for rallying, unfortunately not offered in the United States. But the GR Corolla is using that technology. Man. Listen, we can say what we want. You in buy one? 50-50 rear diff 70-30 you can change it to? I'm buying it. Big 3-cylinder with a snail on it. I'm buying it, son. I don't care what nobody says, son.
Nah, it's definitely a cop, though, son.
It's a cop.
Circuit edition with the carbon roof?
Come on. Monza edition? Come on. Stop it. Monster. Look at Yo,
let's go. Shout out to Marlon for that. Let's
go. That because at the end of the day, that's and that's what it is. The research and development that they do. They said, yeah, we can't get it in the Yaris, it's too small to get over to the United States. But we could put it in the Corolla.
But still though, they put it in the Celica. The Celica was built and it came here. They still gave you some of them though. Yeah. Some. They kept the Yaris to themselves.
Putting together a track day, Watkins Glen. Include us in that. CC us in that.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah.
Because I'm down with these parts I'm putting on this Type R. It's time.
Damn, son.
It's time to hit the track.
It is. I'm telling you.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Let's go.
Look. Oh boy. I can't wait. You already know, man. Yo, shout to everybody who tuned in, paying attention.
100%.
We got another 2 minutes. We about to get up out of here. We appreciate everybody who tuned in on this conversation. This was a great conversation. And this is kind of the things that we want to do here. Rally Radio, the automotive podcast. Don't forget, tell all your car people. There's 2 guys out here talking about these automotives and we breaking it down. And we would love to hear some of our people's insights, which is why we have the phone lines. And why we
absolutely.
100%. Y'all could definitely comment at the bottom. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate everybody who tuned in today. Shout to Miller Time NYC. Shout to Dr. Phil, Reeps, Camacho, Zoom for Zoom.
Let's go.
We're going to include everybody we can. You already know what it is. Shout to Jessica Grandy. Shout to Marlon. Shout to Facebook user. I think that's Sha. You know what I mean? Shout to everybody who dropped the comment today.
That's a fact.
You already know what it is. We are here in the building. You got any shout outs you want to give?
I'm just thinking we might see Marlon with that MK5 soon. Son.
Oh boy.
I don't know. Why catch him in one of those? Let's go, Marlon. Let's go, doing the right thing.
Shout to my man Antonio, because I want to see this
SC.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to see it too, though. I want to see what's going on.
I want to see. Shout to Phil. He said, I'll put the details in the group. Yes, my brother.
Let's go.
That's what I appreciate because I'm going.
Yes,
and with that being said, until next week, no shout outs to give over here.
I'm good over here, baby. Let's do it.
And with that being said, till next week, man, we appreciate y'all, but we
are
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Yeah.
Where the world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to plane. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, S.I. Sean, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in the Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.